Have you ever wondered why, despite all your hard work, you still haven't achieved the success you're after? It might sound counterintuitive, but maybe the problem isn't how much you're working, but how you've been working. The truth is, the world is full of busy people, but very few actually know what they're doing. It's harsh, but it's real. Hard work alone guarantees nothing. And what if I told you that the key to transforming your life isn't about working more, but changing the way you think and act, challenging everything you believe to be true up until now? This journey you're about to embark on isn't for the faint of heart. It's gonna demand that you reevaluate your beliefs, confront your weaknesses head on, and be willing to do what most people won't. But here's what nobody tells you. The reward isn't just possible, it's fast and impactful if you're ready to walk a different path. A path that goes against what most people believe. A path that will have you looking in the mirror and recognizing yourself as a new person, someone who's finally found the key to unlocking all your potential. Curious? Well, you should be. Because what comes next might just change everything. You know what separates the dreamers from the doers? Commitment and sacrifice. While many people are busy telling everyone what they're gonna achieve, few are actually willing to pay the price it takes. Have you ever stopped to think about how many times you've put your goals aside for a moment of temporary comfort? How many Friday nights you swapped hard work for a night out with friends? How many mornings you hit that snooze button instead of getting up to build your future? The truth is harsh. My friend, success isn't a gift, it's a conquest. And conquests require blood, sweat, and tears. While you're out there looking for shortcuts and excuses, there's someone out there grinding while everyone else sleeps, studying while everyone else plays, training while everyone else rests. That person is willing to sacrifice the now for what they want to become in the future. Are you? It's easy to talk about big dreams, to picture luxury cars, massive houses, and overflowing bank accounts. What's tough is giving up the little daily pleasures to build that empire. Commitment means saying no to the temptations that steer you off course. It's choosing to work on that extra project instead of binge watching that series. It's understanding that every second counts and that lost time never comes back. Sacrifice isn't a pretty word. It's not glamorous. It hurts. It's heavy. It wears you down. But through it, you forge your character. You set yourself apart from the crowd. It's in the sacrifice that you discover what you're truly made of, that you find that inner strength you didn't even know you had. And when you embrace sacrifice, when you commit with all your heart, nothing and no one can stop you. So, let me ask you, how long are you going to be content with just dreaming? How long are you going to blame circumstances, bad luck, or lack of opportunities? It's time to look in the mirror and face the hard truth. If you really want something, you've got to be willing to sacrifice everything for it. Commit to your goals, cut out the distractions, do the dirty work no one else wants to do. Because at the end of the day, success isn't about what you say you're gonna do, but about what you actually do when no one's watching. You think you want to win, that you're ready to do whatever it takes to get to the top. But tell me this, are you ready to repeat the same actions day after day without fail? Because that's exactly what's gonna take you to success. Consistency and discipline are the pillars that hold up any lasting achievement. Without them, you're just another person with high hopes but no strength to keep going. How many times have you started something and quit halfway through? How many promises have you made to yourself only to abandon them at the first sign of trouble? That's not failure. That's a lack of discipline. Because discipline isn't about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's necessary, even when everything inside you is screaming to give up. Consistency is discipline's twin sister. It's not enough to get it right once and then slack off. It's not enough to hit the gym one day and skip the next. It's not enough to study hard for a week and then go 2 without cracking open a book. The secret lies in staying the course, even when the initial excitement wears off, even when fatigue and frustration come knocking. It's easy to talk about discipline when things are going well, but the real test comes when the tough days roll in. When the weight of exhaustion bears down on you, when the challenges seem insurmountable, when excuses start to sound tempting. It's in those moments that you need to be relentless with yourself. Get up when everything inside you wants to stay in bed. Study when your mind is worn out. Work when your body begs for rest. That's the difference between those who achieve and those who just dream. But know this, consistency won't reward you immediately. It's like a farmer who plants, tends, and patiently waits for the harvest. The fruits of your effort may take time, but when they come, they'll be plentiful. You'll see that every drop of sweat, every moment of sacrifice, every second of discipline was worth it. Because when you look back, you won't just see a dream realized, but a path of achievements built day by day with the consistency of a warrior and the discipline of a monk. So ask yourself, are you ready for this level of commitment? Are you willing to face each day as a new battle, to repeat the same steps, to follow the same path until success becomes inevitable? Because that's the only way to turn dreams into reality. And if you're not willing to do that, maybe it's time to reassess what you really want. True greatness isn't found in an easy life. It's not in the shortcuts, the paths without obstacles, the comfort zones. It resides in overcoming challenges, in the ability to face difficulties head on and keep moving forward when everything seems to be against you. Because it's in those very moments that you discover who you really are. Have you ever wondered why so many people give up halfway? Why so many abandon their dreams when things get tough? It's because most people seek the path of least resistance, the most comfortable, the easiest. But easy never made anyone great. Easy is for the weak. True strength reveals itself when you tackle what's hard, when you persist despite adversity, when you refuse to be defeated by circumstances. Every challenge you face is an opportunity. An opportunity to prove yourself, to grow, to become stronger. But that only happens if you have the courage to face those challenges head on. It doesn't matter how big the obstacle is, how tough the path is. You've got to keep moving forward. Because on the other side of pain, frustration, and exhaustion lies greatness. And that greatness isn't measured by applause or the recognition of others. It's measured by your own ability to look at yourself and know that you did what few would do. That you didn't quit when things got hard. That you didn't surrender to fear, doubt, or fatigue. That you went all the way, even when every fiber of your being wanted to stop. Remember this. Greatness isn't reserved for those who avoid challenges, but for those who face them head on. For those who turn pain into power, doubt into determination, defeat into victory. And if you can do that, if you can persist when everything inside you wants to quit, you'll find that nothing can stop you from achieving what you desire. So, I ask you, Are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to face your biggest fears, overcome your toughest challenges, and persist when everything seems lost? Because that's exactly what will be required of you. And if you're not ready for that, maybe greatness isn't your destiny. But if you are, if you truly are, then the world isn't ready for what you're about to achieve. Most people let their feelings dictate their actions. They wake up and, if they're not motivated, they just don't do what needs to be done. They move with the tide of emotions, waiting for the right moment, the perfect inspiration, the ideal mood. But let me tell you a brutal truth. If you live like that, you're never gonna get anywhere. Champions, the real winners, don't let their feelings guide them. They understand that success is a process, not a matter of how you feel today. And that's exactly why they keep going, day after day, rain or shine, feeling good or bad because they know the process is what brings results. It doesn't matter if they're tired, discouraged, or frustrated. They get up and do what needs to be done. You need to internalize this. Your emotions are fleeting, volatile, inconsistent. If you let them run your life, you'll never have the stability you need to reach your goals. The process, on the other hand, is constant. It doesn't care if you're in a good or bad mood, if you're motivated or unmotivated. The process demands just one thing from you, that you keep going. Keep showing up, keep doing, keep pushing. When you decide to be guided by the process and not by your feelings, you free yourself from the tyranny of emotions. You become unstoppable because nothing can hold you back. It doesn't matter if today you don't feel like training, studying, or working. You do it anyway because you know that's what's gonna get you where you want to go. It's that consistency that builds champions. It's that mindset that separates the dreamers from the achievers. So, the next time you feel like quitting, like resting, like putting it off until tomorrow, remember this. Champions don't follow feelings, they follow processes. They know that success is built one step at a time, one day at a time, regardless of how they feel. They don't stop when they're tired, they stop when they're done. And if you want to be among them, you need to adopt that same mindset. Now, the choice is yours. Are you going to keep being guided by your feelings, letting them decide what you will or won't do? Or are you going to take control, follow the process, and become the most powerful version of yourself? The answer to that question will determine your destiny.